children, welcome to grade 4 English, and this is our session 4 in chapter 2, The Little Boy. Let us start this session with a prayer. All of you sit straight and close your eyes. Let us thank God for giving us this wonderful opportunity for learning. Asato ma satkamaya tamaso ma jyotirkamaya mrityo ma amritam kamaya. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Children, rub your hands together. Keep it on your eyes. Open your eyes gently and slowly. Now, let us get into this session with an activity. Here, you have to name the last person to whom you write or receive a letter from. You just think of any one person. Yes, children? And who is the last person to whom you write or receive a letter from? Yes? Whom you would like to write a letter? To whom you would like to write a letter? It may be your friends, neighbors, family. Yes? Yeah. Think and write in your note, children. Name the last person to whom you write a letter or you receive a letter from. Yes? And whom you would like to write a letter to. It may be your friends, family, relatives, neighbors. Yes, children? Yeah. Write it in your note and post it in grade 4 English Google Classroom. And in our workbook, we are going to complete some questions today. Yes? In workbook, page number 18, sixth question. How does the poet enhance the value of kindness in the poem? Explain with the help of lines from the poem. Here, you have to write how the poet enhanced the value of kindness. That means how the poet tells us about how important it is to be kind. Yes? How he explained us that you should mention here. You have to explain with the help of the lines from the poem. For example, he have given some information about what we get from animals, right? And they help us in many ways, so that we need to be kind to them, right? Yeah. Like that, how the poet explained about the importance of kindness, that you should write here, children. And seventh question. If you had to write a poem, which words or lines from the poem would inspire you? Share at least 4 lines. You are going to write a poem. Okay? If you want to write a poem, which words or lines from the poem you would use in your poem? Or which inspire you, which you liked the most? Okay? You have to share at least 4 lines from the poem which you liked very much. Yes? Can you write it here, children? You can refer the book and complete these 6th and 7th questions. Yes? And in workbook page number 19, 8th question, write the summary of the poem in your own words. Yes? You have to write the summary of the poem. What you have learned from this poem and what are all the things you have read in this poem. That you should write as a summary, right? You can write anything here, children. Whatever you learn from this poem, you can make it as a summary and write here. Clear? Yes. And now, let me ask you something. If you get to keep one animal as your pet, which one it would be? And name your pet. Okay, I am giving you chance to keep one animal as your pet. Okay, which one it would be? Which animal you like the most? And which one you want to keep it with you as your pet? That you should write. And name your pet. You have to give a beautiful name to your pet. Yes? This also, children, you can write it in your note, take picture and send to me through Grade 4 English Google Classroom. And in workbook page number 21, 12th question, make sentences using the homophones given below. Use each pair in the same sentence. They have given you some pair of homophones here. Sight, sight. Birth, birth. Main, main. Eight, eight. Wood, wood. Okay? Using these homophones, you have to make sentences. You have to use both the words in the same sentence and you have to make it proper. Okay, children? Can you do it? Yes. If you need any meaning, you can refer the dictionary, children. Yes? And in workbook page number 22, complete the MCQ. Yes? Choose the correct option. Complete this, children. And now it's time for a home assignment. In workbook page number 26, it's a creative part, right? And what is the objective of this creative part? To bring out the importance of kindness for all living beings. Yes? We should be kind enough to each and every living being around us. Yes, this is the objective of this chapter. In the poem, we learned that we should be kind to all the living beings as every living thing is valuable. Yes? Is it true? Right? Yeah. And in these 3 questions, you can write any one. You can choose any one, complete it and you can post it. Right? First one, write a dialogue between 2 friends on the topic cruelty against animals. Write a dialogue, conversation between 2 friends about cruelty against animals. Okay? Some people, they will harm the animals, right? Is it good? No, it's very bad, right? You have to write a dialogue between 2 friends. They were talking about cruelty against animals. Okay? How you should stop harming the animals. What are the steps need to be taken? Like that you can discuss with your friends. You just imagine that you are discussing and you can write it as a dialogue. Yeah, clear, children? And the next one, use the homophones you have learned so far to recite a poem on kindness. You have to write a poem on kindness, and don't forget you have to use homophones that you have learned so far in this chapter. Yes? And after writing this poem, you have to recite. That means you have to read and you have to tell by yourself. Yes? And you can send this as a voice message. Clear, children? Write a poem on kindness, on the topic kindness, and you have to use different homophones you learned in this chapter. Yes? And you have to read and say by yourself, and you can send it as a voice message. Clear, children? Yeah. If you want to use some new homophones, you can also use it here. Clear? Yeah. And third one, write about any one famous personality who has worked for the protection of animal rights. This one you have to search in internet or in some books. Okay? You have to write about any one famous personality, who has worked for protection of animal rights. Yes? Even though they are animals, they have certain rights, right? We should not harm them. Yeah? And you have to write about one person who worked for protection of animal rights. Yes? You can search in net and you can write it in your note, take a picture. And what we have learnt in this chapter, children? What is the value we have learnt in this chapter, the little boy? Yes, kindness. Yes, it is very important. We should be kind to each and every one and every living being that is around us. Right? Yeah. This is the value you have learned in this chapter. I hope you will follow and you will implement this value in your day-to-day life. Yes? And always stay home and stay safe, children. Thank you so much.